Kia ora, my name's Hemi. What do? I work for Te Runanga o Naitau, a local iwi here in the South Island, or majority of the South Island. Grew up in a family of 14 children. My dad's from the Cook Islands, and my mum, Māori, and part Pākehā. And my parents, they had a difficult relationship, and you could say it was a dysfunctional background that I was brought up in. And alcohol played a big part, and domestic violence was a huge part of that as well. We were a poor family, a large family as I mentioned, but there were a lot of difficulties. And one of the hardest things I remember was identity. So I was in hospital recovering from a motorcycle accident, and my son, Warena, came into hospital. We had lunch together, and I didn't even pick up the challenges or the state of mind he was in, because following our lunch, within 2-3 hours, he had taken his life. I thought suicide was a cowardice act, that you gave up, that my son gave up so easily. But as the year and two went by, I realised that no, it was his battle, but he fought it alone. But if it became my battle and his mum's battle and his family's battle and his friends and community's battle, then we would certainly have been able to overcome it. But he chose to fight it alone. And my words to other whānau family going through something similar is that you don't have to fight this alone. All those tough times, those hard conversations that he and I had, those disagreements, those times where I belittled him, those times where I said that he was wrong and I didn't listen to him, those times where I didn't choose to give him good advice, or those times where I let him down because I didn't show up, I wasn't there for him. That's what I mean, where we as fathers have to be responsible for. And so when we look ahead at how do we prevent this from happening for fathers or grandfathers out there, that you have to be there constant. You have to be there vigilant figure in a young man's life to show that emotions and feeling vulnerable is okay. They need to see that. And I would say to somebody feeling suicidal, there is a return, there is a place of caring, there's a place of hope, there's a place of love, and there's so many people who want to be there to help. But for that to happen, you've got to reach out, put your hand up, and it's okay. And as a father who thinks that being tough is everything, tough is about being vulnerable. Tough is about showing your hand that actually I'm out of control. I don't know the answer. I am lost. I'm sorry. I don't know how to be a strong father in an emotional way. Teach me how to grieve. Teach me how to cry. Teach me how to care and be a good father, how to listen. And teach me not to be the mistakes that my father was. Life's a journey. I've heard that when you're going through life, it's like the heartbeat that you see on those medical, machines where it goes bump, 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 boop, 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 up and down. Because if it wasn't up and down, then you'd be flatlined. So life is supposed to be like that. But sometimes there are people, and I've been through it myself, where you feel so vulnerable when you're down. You don't think there's another way up. It does get up, but sometimes we need that hand up and help up. And I want to be one of those dads out there to be that. I've got like over 30 nephews, and I want to be there for them. I've got a 17-year-old son, and I need to be there for him. So, kia ora. It's not weak to speak.